Wendy, can you call the plaintiff? The only person that's logged on is the defendant.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
That he's logged in, Judge.
He's not answering?
He's logged in.
No, he's not on the screen.
Martín
There's-
Coronado.
There's a Jose Benuelos, which I show as the defendant, but I don't show anybody else.
Are you?
You might ask him about his logon meeting ID number.
He has the correct meeting ID and passcode.
Okay. Let's see, can he try it again? Maybe if he
No,
He
okay, I'll try again.
unlocks it again, because there's nobody showing up. On the screen that he's saying, does it show this case?
He's trying to log in again.
Okay.
He already logged in again, Judge.
Okay, he doesn't show up. I'm gonna admit Jose Banuelos. Clicks on. What does it show on his screen? Mr. Banuelos, are you there? There's somebody.
That's him.
Mr. Banuelos, can you hear me? There's a screen marked Jose Banuelos. Is anybody there? Mr. Coronado, I assume that's you. If you can connect to audio. Mr. Banuelos, you're going to have to respond, or can you hear me? Mr. Coronado, you need to connect with audio. Gives you the choice to connect with audio or without. Okay, so Mr. Banuelos, if you can unmute. Okay, is somebody there? The screen marked Jose Banuelos. Is somebody there? I can't, nobody's responding from the screen marked Jose Banuelos. Is somebody there? There we go. There's a video now. You have audio? Mr. Coronado, you need to connect to audio. Mr. Coronado, can you see me? Hear me? Okay, I can't hear you. You need to connect to audio. There should be a microphone button or the option to connect to audio. Mr. Banuelos, can you hear me? We can't get either party to.
Let me call the plaintiff so he can unmute or log into audio.
Mr. Coronado, can you hear me? No. Mr. Banuelos, can you hear me? Nod if you can hear me. No. Oh, now, Mr. Coronado, press the unmute button. There's a red microphone button. A red microphone button. Unmute. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we've got one.
I'm sorry, I'm not too good with technology.
Okay, now we gotta get Mr. Benuelos. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm talking to Mr. Benuelos. Can you see him on the screen?
No,
Oh,
no, I can't see him.
okay, Benuelos, you're gonna have to connect to audio. Okay, Benuelos, I just sent you a message. What is your phone number? Benuelos, can you hear me? You see me or you froze? Hello? Benuelos. Benuelos, can you hear me or see me? There's no response. Benuelos? We don't have any phone number for Benuelos, do we? Mr. Coronado, do you have a phone number for the Benuelos?
Yes, sir, I do. Give me 1 second.
Okay. I don't know if that was a good idea. We lost him now.
I can go back.
Okay.
I think I have one for the defendant.
I'm sorry.
I think I have one for the defendant. Let me go ahead and call him, okay?
Okay.
It's 915-251-6768.
251-6768.
Yes, sir. 915-251-6768.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Benuelos, can you hear me? We're trying to call you. Oh, now, okay, now you've got something. Now unmute. Oh, no, you, okay, unmute. Unmute, there you go. Can you hear me? Nod. Nod your head. No, nothing.
Hello?
Mr. Benuelos? Okay, I'm gonna call you back at this number on the speaker, okay? Hold on.
Hello?
Okay, Mr. Benuelos, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tilt your camera down so I can see you? I can just see your forehead. Okay, everybody raise their right hand.
Right hand.
You swear the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me read this. I wanted to make sure you all are aware that there's a federal eviction moratorium. The CDC currently is scheduled to expire on July 31st, 2021. This moratorium creates civil and criminal liability for landlords who evict tenants who are protected by the order. The moratorium prevents this forward with the eviction in cases the landlord chooses to do so. The guidance as to whether or not the eviction case is covered by the moratorium. Do you all wish to, Mr. Coronado, do you wish to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is this for non-payment of rent?
Yes, sir.
How much is the monthly rent?
$1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month. This is, okay. What months are you alleging are past due?
Since April, May, June, and July.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Carlos, do you agree the monthly rent is $1,000 a month? Is it due on the first day of the month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, has it been paid for the month of April?
No, sir.
Has it been paid for May or June,
No, sir.
July?
No, sir.
Any legal defense to non-payment?
I'm sorry?
Any defense to non-payment? What would you like to say? Why hasn't it been paid?
Oh, I said there was actually an agreement where he had came up to us and told us that he had to sell the property, so he was going to give us some time to vacate, but we just haven't been able to find anything. He had given us some time to find a place, but we just haven't had any luck.
4 months? Hello, Mr. Benuelos?
Yes, sir.
In 3.5 months, you haven't been able to find anything?
No, sir.
And he's responsible for that?
Oh, no, of course not. No, I'm not trying to put up any excuses.
Well, why hasn't any rent been paid?
And so we had came on agreement that we were going to pay.
There was no agreement, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Mr. Benuelos.
Can I speak?
Sure.
On May 5th, he came for the rent. That's that he was going to sell the property.
Okay, May 5th, April had already gone by.
He comes on May 5th. He came for the rent in April. From what I know, I paid April. He's saying I owe him April.
Okay, well, Mr. Benuelos has stated he hadn't been paid for April.
Yeah, I'm the one that talked to Mr. Coronado Martin. Okay, so on May 5th, he came, and that's when I paid.
How'd you pay him?
I paid him the rent.
How'd you pay him?
I mean, how did I pay him? Like money?
Yeah, was it cash, a check, a credit card?
Oh, yeah.
How'd you pay him?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes, cash.
Okay, did you get a receipt?
He's never given me a receipt since we lived here.
Okay. You didn't ask for a receipt?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
You didn't ask for a receipt?
No, sir, because he's never has given us a receipt. Okay, so then on that day on the 5th, he told us that we had till June 5th. This was May 5th that we were talking. Around, he told me not to worry about June's rent. Because that was the agreement. Around.
You're gonna have to speak up or keep the phone close to your mouth.
Okay, I came around and I still didn't find anything. So then that's when he He ended up sending like his own little paperwork saying that we have the ending of. So we've been from June 5th. That's when we're supposed to get out. Since June 5th, he gave us the ending of June. We still couldn't find nothing until now that he sent us some actual form.
Okay, Mr. Coronado, do you want to respond?
Yes, sir. First of all, the only agreement that we had, I actually I went on May 5th and I told them about the circumstances on my situation. I told them I needed to sell the property. So since they've been there about 3 years. I told them that I was going to collect the rent for April, which they hadn't paid. That's why I went on May 5th, because they had not paid the rent for April.
Collect the rent from April?
Yeah, because they're always a month behind. They're always behind. They're always
Okay.
calling me, I don't have the rent.
Okay,
I'll have it to the 20th.
stop. Did you
Yes, sir.
collect the rent for April?
No, sir. No, they didn't give me anything. I went and told them physically, they did not give me any money. They owe me April, May, June, and July. What I told them was that since I gave them like a verbal notice that they needed to leave by June 5th, I agreed and I told them, look, don't worry about May. Don't pay me May, pay me April. And then you guys will be out by June 5th. That was the agreement. June 5th came. I asked her for the rent money for April. I have a text message that I asked her, and she said, I don't have the rent money and I don't have a place to stay. So they ended up staying. That's why I decided to do the 30-day notice, the letter, and I served them on the 1st of June. They were supposed to leave on June 30th, and they're still there, and they have not paid the rent for May, June, or July. I mean, that's already July 15th, and they're still there.
You just said May, June, or July.
May, June, and July.
Okay, so again, not April.
April, they have not paid me for April.
Okay, well, why didn't you say that? You just said May, June, and July.
I said I went on May 5th to collect the rent for April, and
Okay,
they did
you
not
just
give
said
it
they
to
have
me.
not paid the rent for May, June, and July. Why didn't you include April?
I did mention April.
No, you
Because I
didn't.
went on
You
May.
said May, June, and July 2 times.
Yes, and because I went on May to collect the rent for April because they're a month behind. They have not paid the rent for April, May, June, or July.
Now you said it correctly, yes.
Yes, sir. April, May, June, and July.
Before you were saying May, June, and July.
Yes, I told them that they didn't have to give me the month of May so they can go and find another place. But they stay there and they stay the whole month of May, and now they're staying there the whole month of July.
Okay, it's very iffy about April. In your own testimony, you failed to include it in your remarks.
Mm-hmm.
And they stated they paid it, so I'm gonna find May and June. Okay, let me calculate the rent. The rent's $1,000. Everybody agrees on that?
Yes, sir.
Get the amount of rent for July is $690.41. So the amount of outstanding rent is $2,690.41. The amount of outstanding rent is $2,690.41 as of July 21st. Okay, you have to vacate on or before July 21st. Mr. Banuelos?
Yes, sir.
Writ of possession date is July 22nd. Court cost of $146. Anybody have any questions?
No, sir.
Can we get an email for the defendant?
Yes. Mr. Coronado, do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. How did you come up with the rent money, Your Honor?
May, and June is $2,000 and $690.41 through July 21st.
What about April?
April, they stated that it just stated, they testified that they paid it and you were
They
on.
didn't pay it.
Okay, well, in your own testimony, you said May, June, and July, when you kept saying it over and over. You know, and then I pointed out, and then you started to include April.
You know what? That's fine. I just want them out of the property. That's fine.
Okay, thank
That's
you.
fine.
Banuelos, what is your email?
It's gonna be Pañuelo, my last name, dot J-O-E, Anthony, A-N-T-H.
You're gonna have to slow down. Start at the beginning.
Okay, so it's gonna be my last name, Pañuelo, dot Joe, Anthony, A-N-T-H-O-N-Y,
No,
no E,
okay,
at gmail.com. So let me just go ahead and spell that for you one more time. B-A-N-U-E-L-O-S dot J-O-E-A-N-T-H-O-N-Y at gmail.com.
okay. Okay, we'll email a copy of this order to each of you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
is there any way possible that you can tell them to not damage the property when they leave?
Are you there, Mr. Banuelos?
Yes, sir.
Did you hear Mr. Coronado?
We wouldn't do nothing like that, Your Honor. We actually, and he knows that we've always taken care of his house like if it was ours.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, that sounds good. That's what I want.